Hello, everyone. I'm Kevin Gosztola, and welcome to this video. Over the past week, I made an effort to get down to the demonstrations that were held during the Democratic National Convention by hundreds of organizations that came together to form a coalition to march on the DNC. And in particular, on Thursday, August 22nd, as the convention wrapped, I was down for a final march that was held. But as I left the scene, I made my way over to the United Center, the site of this Democratic National Convention, to see something I had heard about, the small group that was outside of the entrance where delegates were lining up to go into the convention center. This small group that was there speaking in a kind of I guess you could call it a free speech zone. Let's use some of the language that has been used to describe these areas in the past during political conventions. This little area where a small group of activists had gathered, younger people, were reading the names of those who were killed, massacred by the Israeli military, massacred by US weapons used by the Israeli military. And as they were reading the names of the tens of thousands of people who have been killed, the delegates, the people going into the convention center, attendees were lined up with their heads in their phones. I really felt that this was an honorable and beautiful and important display of protest outside of the convention center. And in spite of the fact that the powers that be do not want to hear the names read aloud of the people that have been killed as a result of how they have voted and approved arms contract after contract, deal after deal with weapons and bombs specifically that have been shipped to the Israeli military to be deployed in order to flatten and wipe out and ethnically cleanse an entire population. So here's the video.